Goldmoon is the largest crime syndicate in Korea, operating behind the mask of a legitimate corporation. It was built and united by Chairman Seok, the man who brought several crime families together under one organization. After recently escaping prosecution on multiple charges, Chairman Seok begins to suspect that the police may have planted a spy inside Goldmoon. Ja Sung, one of the organization's top members, starts a brutal hunt to find the mole. He and his men capture a suspect and torture him for a confession. When he refuses to talk, they kill him and dump his body in the ocean inside a barrel. Meanwhile, Chairman Seok is driving home from his mistress's house when a truck suddenly crashes into his car at an intersection. Emergency services arrive quickly and rush him to the hospital. News of the accident spreads fast, and members of the organization gather there. At the hospital, Ja-sung meets Jong-gu, one of the three top leaders under Chairman Seok. He then heads to the airport to pick up another leader, Chung, who has just returned from Shanghai. Chung is eccentric and unpredictable, but he considers Ja-sung a close friend because they've known each other for years. On the way to the hospital, Chung gives Ja-sung a watch to celebrate his wife's pregnancy. Ja-sung refuses the gift after realizing it's a fake and jokingly mocks him for buying it. Embarrassed and frustrated, Chung takes out his anger on the subordinate who told him the watch looked real. Soon, all the leaders gather at the hospital, waiting for news from the operating room. When the doctors finally come out, they announce that Chairman Seok has died. The news shocks everyone. Jong-gu angrily lashes out at the doctor, while the rest of the group stands in confusion, unsure of what will happen to the organization now. The next day, a grand funeral is held to honor Chairman Seok. Police officers show up to monitor the event, which immediately irritates Jong-gu. He confronts them and even smashes one of their cameras. Chief Kang, the officer leading the investigation into Goldmoon, steps in to calm the situation. Jong-gu eventually backs down and pays for the damaged camera. Back at police headquarters, the higher-ups discuss the power struggle that's about to begin inside Goldmoon after Chairman Seok's death. The organization is made up of three major clans: the Jabum clan, the Geo clan, and the North Moon clan. Three people are expected to compete for the position of the new chairman. The first is Chung, backed by the North Moon clan. He has strong connections with the triads and handles much of the organization's overseas business. The second is Jong-gu, supported by the powerful Jabum clan and known for being very close to Chairman Seok. These two are considered the strongest contenders. The third candidate is Suki from the Geo clan. However, he is older and not nearly as influential as the other two, making his chances much lower. The police see this power struggle as an opportunity and plan to interfere with the succession to bring Goldmoon down from the inside. Meanwhile, Ja-sung is playing a board game with a mysterious woman and mentions an upcoming board meeting scheduled in 2 days to discuss the succession. Suddenly, he leaves and heads to an abandoned building to meet someone, Chief Kang. It's revealed that Ja-sung is actually an undercover police officer who has been infiltrating Goldmoon for 8 years. The woman he was with is his handler. Over time, he has climbed the ranks and is now the fifth most powerful person in the organization, just below the chairman and the three top leaders. Ja-sung is furious because Chief Kang had promised his mission would end once Chairman Seok was dealt with. Instead, he's now being told to help manipulate the succession process. He's even more upset when he realizes Chief Kang knows about his wife's pregnancy, proof that someone has been secretly watching him. Frustrated but trapped, Ja-sung has no choice but to continue. 2 days later, the board meeting takes place. They decide to hold a vote the following week to choose the new chairman. As expected, the organization splits into two main factions, supporting Chung and Jong-gu. Ja-sung is closer to Chung but publicly remains neutral. After the meeting, he walks with Chung to the parking lot. Chung tells him he must return to Shanghai soon for business and asks Ja-sung to watch over his office while he's gone. So Jong-gu can't make any moves in his absence. Suddenly, a car speeds toward them and almost runs them over. It's Jong-gu, who's clearly trying to intimidate them before driving off. After that, Chung invites Ja-sung to celebrate his wife's pregnancy with a small feast. Later, Ja-sung meets his handler to share new information. He asks for more details about the mission, since his life is constantly at risk, but she refuses to tell him anything because of protocol. All he's told is to follow orders, which frustrates him. He feels that even the gang members trust him more than his own police colleagues do. Before leaving, he informs her that Chung will be flying out of the country the next afternoon. Meanwhile, Jong-gu gathers other leaders in his office and tries to pressure them into supporting him. The next day, Ja-sung accompanies Chung to the airport. He notices many undercover police officers watching them, which makes him nervous because he has no idea what's about to happen. Just after Chung passes through security, police officers approach Ja-sung and take him away for questioning. He's brought to an interrogation room where Chief Kong shows him a report on the Goldmoon investigation. Ja-sung realizes the file contains internal information that could only come from a spy still inside the organization. Then, to his surprise, Chief Kang suggests working together to take down Jong-gu so Chung can easily become the next chairman. He tells Ja-sung to think about the offer during the flight. Before boarding, Chung becomes suspicious and wonders how the police knew about his trip to Shanghai. On the plane, he orders his lawyer to investigate Chief Kong and hire a group of hitmen to eliminate any moles within the organization. Soon after, Chief Kong makes his move. Jong-gu is having breakfast with his crew when the police suddenly raid the restaurant. Chief Kang shows a court-approved warrant and arrests him. As he's being taken away, Jong-gu asks if Chung betrayed him, but Chief Kang gives a vague answer. When Chung hears about Jong-gu's arrest, he immediately arranges a meeting with him and flies back to Korea. When Chung arrives back in Korea, he goes straight to meet Jong-gu. Their conversation quickly turns heated. Jong-gu warns him, but Chung insists he wasn't the one leaking information. Later, Chung secretly meets Chief Kong in an empty stadium. He brings a box of mooncakes as a gift. When Chief Kang opens it, he finds stacks of cash hidden inside. Chung hopes the bribe will help their future business. Instead, Chief Kang refuses and throws the money on the floor. Meanwhile, Ja-sung takes his wife to the doctor to check on her pregnancy. On their way home, she receives a private call. It's Chief Kang. She's been secretly spying on her husband for him, but the mission has become too stressful, and she now feels more loyal to Ja-sung, who helped her escape her miserable past. She wants out. At the same time, Chung receives the results of the background check on Chief Kang. The Chinese hacker he hired didn't just dig up info on Kang, he uncovered classified details about the entire undercover operation. What Chung reads shocks him. Soon after, the hitman group Chung hired arrives in Korea. They are a notorious Chinese gang known as the Yanbian Hobos. Ja-sung calls Chung, asking why he suddenly returned to Korea. Chung acts friendly and invites him to meet at a warehouse, saying he has a special surprise. Ja-sung feels uneasy, but he can't refuse. The Yanbian Hobos make their first move. Using the hacked files, they track down Ja-sung's handler and capture her after a fight. Ja-sung arrives at the warehouse with his trusted subordinate, Seok. Chung tells him to open a barrel to see the surprise. Nervously, Ja-sung opens it and finds his handler inside, badly beaten and barely clothed. Chung calmly explains that the woman Ja-sung regularly met to play chess and share information with is actually a spy. He hands Ja-sung the mission file containing details about everyone involved. Then Chung tells him to turn to the last page. Before Ja-sung can read it, Chung suddenly grabs a shovel and brutally attacks Seok. Ja-sung is shocked to learn that his most trusted subordinate was also an undercover cop. Chung proudly explains that he found and eliminated all the spies around Ja-sung as a gift to him. Ja-sung is confused. Chung has the mission file, yet still doesn't know Ja-sung's true identity. Finally, Chung orders the Yanbian Hobos to have fun with the captured handler. Horrified, Ja-sung grabs a gun and shoots her himself, sparing her from what they were about to do. Meanwhile, Chief Kang visits Jong-gu in prison. He shows him photos of himself with Chung, making it look like Chung betrayed him. Furious, Jong-gu orders his men to get revenge. The next day, Ja-sung meets Chief Kang to talk about the situation. Kang reveals that their system was hacked and all the classified information has been leaked. Ja-sung begs to leave the mission, but things only get worse. Suki, the organization's third leader, suddenly shows up. Chief Kang admits he plans to help Suki become chairman so the police can control the gang from the inside. He even threatens to expose Ja-sung's identity if he refuses to continue. Trapped, Ja-sung has no choice but to stay in the operation, even though Kang promises he'll pull him out later. Soon after, Junggu's men launch an attack on Chung. Even though he's outnumbered, Chung fights back fiercely. He ends up trapped in an elevator surrounded by enemies. He manages to take them down, but he's left badly injured. The police arrive and rush him to the hospital. At the same time, Junggu's men try to kidnap Ja Sung's wife, but the police are waiting for them. Still, the shock causes Ja Sung's wife to miscarry. The doctor explains that stress caused the tragedy. Ja Sung goes to the hospital to see Chung. He's in terrible condition and knows he won't survive. Chung asks to speak with his best friend one last time and tells Ja Sung to choose a side for his own good, hinting that he knows the truth about him. Before dying, Chung tells Ja Sung he left a gift in his office safe. The organization holds its second funeral of the month. With Chung dead and Jong-gu in prison, it looks like Suki will easily become the next chairman. Ja-sung goes to Chung's office and opens the safe. Inside, he finds his own file and a watch Chung promised him, this time a real one. He realizes too late that Chung truly saw him as a best friend. On the day of the vote, Suki asks Ja-sung to ride with him to the board meeting. Instead, they head to a remote location where Suki's men surround them. Suki plans to betray the police and kill Ja-sung, but the plan backfires. Ja-sung's men beat Suki instead. With Chung gone and Jong-gu locked up, Ja-sung becomes the most powerful figure in the organization. That same day, the police release Jong-gu. When he returns to his office, Ja-sung's men are waiting. They throw him off the building, killing him. Ja-sung then sends the Yanbian hobos to eliminate the remaining leaders who supported Suki, and even Chief Kang, who kept breaking his promises. After sacrificing everything, Ja-sung is done being a police spy. He fully embraces his new life as chairman of the Goldmoon crime syndicate, finally living on his own terms. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and see you next time.